harm and interfere with the election of President Trump, you could have leaked information that the investigation was ongoing. But none of that came out. And as a matter of fact, we asked the leaders of the Department of
So here we have
FBI
Senator Lofgren, a.k.a. Chubby Pants, delineating that most of the hierarchy in the FBI were Republicans, and therefore there couldn't have been any political consequence of the behavior of Strzok and Lisa Page. Can you imagine this? Strzok, who headed up both investigations, the cover-up of Hillary and the conflated collusion, get off your unicorn nonsense that they've tried to impugn Donald Trump with. The truth of the matter is, if the FBI wants to pin something on you, like any other crooked group of cops, they will. And the idea that they're betrothed politically, either to the right or the left, when it comes to laying out for what their benefits are, is a joke. You give me the staunchest Wall Street Republican or liberal and tell him to do a deal based on how much money he makes or whether it agrees with his political affiliations or moral philosophy, and you're going to be tragically disappointed in human nature. And these scumbags like this and scumbags like that are pimps and whores for the K Street lawyers who they all end up working with, for, and alongside of. The idea that there's some morality here with these pricks is laughable. And this guy, little Mr. Innocent Boy, he knew that Trump shouldn't be elected by any stretch of anyone's imagination. But they changed the charges against Hillary from gross negligence, which is a felony for handling top secret information, to irresponsible behavior. You know, like your 5-year-old frolicking at the zoo. You imagine? And by the way, didn't they do that same thing when they said the meeting on the tarmac was a matter? So when they call you up ever to be in any form of investigation and charge you with criminality, just say it wasn't a crime, it was a matter. Did you go to rob the bank? Well, no, I was trying to get some cash out and the ATM machine wasn't working and I was stressed out, and so it was a matter. You imagine using their logic back at them? All the mafiosis, I hope you're taking notes. When you get called before the Congress or some FBI grilling, throw this right back at them. Just give it right back to them. And by the way, we have this Rhode Island guy, Ciccolini, who calls himself Ciccolini. Isn't that great? Ciccolini. Remember the brother of Groucho Marx? There was Harpo and Ciccolini. Yeah, he's sticking up for the FBI. Because you remember all the mobsters that came out of Rhode Island that worked with Whitey Bulger? And Robert Mueller employed them? And they killed all kinds of people on the east side of Boston? And all in the south side of Boston? Bodies strewn everywhere? Let me quote Jack Nicholson playing Whitey Bulger. When I tell you to throw a body in the marsh, make sure you lose the body in the goddamn marsh. Yeah, that's the pride of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, right? And the legacy of the corrupt FBI, like with their running guns to the Mexican mob, like the killing of American children at Waco. But didn't they want you to cry when those children died in Oklahoma City? You know, their kids at the ATF. Yeah, their kids are special because they have government from the womb to the tomb protection. But all you American citizens that pay their salaries, F you. You got no rights. F you, pay me. Remember Goodfellas? You lost your house? F you, pay me. You lost your job to China? F you, pay me. But Hillary, who sent your job to China, she's their champion. Every one of these people should be hauled up and hung. There has never been treason in all the history of a republic and democracy that you're seeing unfold. And the communist left defending and obstructing all this morning to defend their plantation. But I got news for them. Most black people are starting to wake up, or at least a good enough percentage. The Spanish Americans are waking up. The Latinos, the Hispanics, they're waking up. And these people aren't going to be able to gather enough foreigners fast enough to elect them.